Let's get the Tyra on before we get out of here.
Let's do that.
Tyra's making a big deal about a picture that was in the tabloids. What was it?
Too old.
Crow Cop highlight on YouTube. All right. You want to do the Tyra thing or what? And then we'll get out of here. She was on Larry King talking about that dumb bathing suit shot that the paparazzi took of her while she was on vacation, and everyone's laughing, saying, wow, she's a fat pig.
Yeah.
Supposedly she gained like 30, 35 pounds over the holidays. Well, Tyra, she can't stand that.
So she went on Larry King to talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So then, I guess on Thursday's show, she gets the actual bathing suit and then puts it back on and goes, do I look fat?
Sure she did.
But it's obvious that
who cares?
It's obvious she got her body back in shape and maybe got a smaller version of the bathing suit is what she's doing.
Yeah, first and foremost, you're right. Who fucking cares if her ass got fat and then she... But the fact that she got so upset about it...
Ugh. She's going to waste everybody's fucking time. Fucking vain.
What a shallow jig.
Fucking vain. Happens to be black cunt.
Right.
What a shallow, self-centered pig.
Right. Coincidentally, insignificantly black, stupid cunt.
What a fucking self-centered non-white. Here we go.
Your weight fluctuates all the time now.
It fluctuates, around 10, 12 pounds.
Were those pictures embarrassing to you?
You know, it wasn't that it was embarrassing because I don't think it's a reflection of what my body is right now, although I do think one day it will be a reflection of my body because I like to eat. I'm not obsessed with working out. So it wasn't so much of an embarrassment. It was just like, what is that? And
so it's a big fat ass.
It me because I felt there was such a rejoicing, but I think I understand it. For so many years, I was this high fashion model and, putting this image out there that's so difficult to live up to. And so then these pictures come out and it's like, oh, wow, look at her. Gotcha. And it's like, no, that's not a reflection of my body. But if it was, I'd come out and say, yeah, you guys, that's me.
How do you dodge the fire hoses and German shepherds?
There's a war going on. That was on CNN.
Wait, I didn't hear what Ant said. What
did you say?
It's
Sorry.
How to touch Larry King. How do you dodge the German shepherds and fire hoses?
Like Larry never knows. He said the other day, President Kennedy on his show. He's totally out there.
I hear Rubenesque girls are in these days. We'll be talking to Ruben on tomorrow's show.
He thinks that she's on his show because she was trying to get into a college and fucking Wallace stood in front of her. Fucking asshole he is.
So you're going to buy your freedom and then what? So that fat ass. How does it fit in the back of the bus? So, Harriet, tell us about your railroad.
Is that what Harriet Tubman did?
Yes.
All right, thank God.
Very good.
That one up. Don's back. Don.
Yeah.
What's the point of the poem?
Oh, man, I was out of breath and I couldn't read it very well because I was running down the steps.
It wasn't about...
Wait. Why are you... No one has asked this yet. Why do you want to read a poem on our show today?
Well, because I wrote it in regards to my ex-wife, and a lot of guys said it was funny, and they
What guys said it was funny? I want their names, and I'm going to have their funny bones revoked.
You making different voices for your own benefit.
Yeah, what guys said that was funny?
You like my poem? Yes, I do, Don. It was great.
All right, give us one more line. Or one more, a funny line. Or a stanza. The big laugh.
Give us the best line in the poem, the one that you were like, wow, this is the best line.
Well, if I read it from the beginning.
Stop it. Listen to direction, sir. We only need the line that you feel is the best line of the poem, the one where you wrote it down and went, holy shit, that's funny. Give us that.
Okay, how about...
Oh, I hope he's still reading out of breath.
You dumb fuck.
A fucking smoker. He lives in Aspen. What a douche. More Tyra on Larry King.
And for them to say, all these negative things, I have a show, the Tyra Banks show, and so many girls that do have that body or that are even heavier than that, look up to me and they say, Tyra, you weigh 30 pounds heavier than those models that are on the runway right now, and you make me feel beautiful. I look at your body and I feel beautiful. So when the tabloids are saying that that's ugly, that's disgusting. It makes me think of my audience.
Oh, what a...
Oh,
my God.
Hey, that's kind of a backhanded compliment.
Oh, you smelly whore.
When they tell me it's ugly and disgusting, makes me think of my audience. You know something? We feel the same way.
What a self-centered woman.
Rancid cunt.
Isn't she a fucking...
I hate her so much right now.
She's not doing this for her
She's
audience.
inspired her fat pig audience.
She can't bear bad news.
Right. She's a fat pig. Can we please somehow... We're on the commercial radio in New York as well.
Yeah.
Please get the word... Tyra's a fat pig.
Tyra is a fat
Can we send somebody... Where's her show taped? Is it New York?
Just the fact that she thinks... I have to go on CNN during a war and respond to people talking about my weight. Who cares if people called you fat? You're on TV. You're fucking rich.
You're black. You have blonde hair. Let's discuss that. Dennis Rodman. Jesus.
She obviously can lose the weight without much of a problem.
You got a finger, don't you? You have it on your throat.
Yeah.
Thinking about my audience.
Bulimia.
All righty.
Why let tabloids bother you?
You know what?
They go.
They come and they go, but I think that I have a responsibility. I've dedicated this part. The first part of my life was about myself. How many magazine covers can I get? How many fashion shows can I walk down? You know, how many this, how many that? But this next part of my life is not so much about self-gratification. It's about me using this platform that I have, this talk show that I have, to encourage young women.
Wish that
Larry,
platform
I have
was
women
a gallows.
crying their eyes out to me, telling me that they want to hurt themselves because of how they look, because they're getting talked about. So I felt like I needed to say something.
Does she really believe
All you're saying is, I'm not fat.
Yeah, she's saying
doing
she's not
the opposite.
Fat.
If she was to go on Larry King and say, they're calling me fat and I'm
getting fatter. She should be getting
glad they
fatter.
Think I'm fat. Who cares? It has no value to me as a person. But she's saying, I am not.
I'm not fat.
No, she's showing that there's something to be ashamed of being a slightly
and by the
under
way,
10 model.
She has a second show called, America's Top Model or whatever it's called?
Yeah. And it completely judges women on their bodies.
Darwinist selection of people according to their fucking flesh, which is fucking evil and cunty. And
holy shit.
She makes me hope America loses the war because she's inside of America. I hope Iraq beats us.
You know what'd be great?
I hope we become part of Iraq because I hate her so much.
If her car caught fire and then her whole face and head and neck was burned, and she had to talk like, you ever see a burned person where it just looks like a kernel of corn nugget. Like that's what I want her to have to talk like, with a blonde wig, slightly askew on her head, trying to do her show. Because she has no lips, her teeth are just showing.
You call this fat?
Oh fuck! But I mean, that's what I want that shallow, personality-less pig to have to suffer with.
She is completely going against. Here's what she did. She was in the tabloids with a fat ass, a picture, in a bathing suit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what? She then gets called fat and gets upset. She loses the weight and gets the same type of bathing suit to say it's the same bathing suit. Mm-hmm. And she's now skinny again in that bathing suit. She goes on Larry King, talks about the fat picture and how it inspires her fat listeners who cry about their body type at saying that it's not a bad thing, yet what she has done is lose the weight because it is a bad thing.
Yeah, she is. She's teaching girls.
What the fuck is she doing?
She's helping girls think that if they have any fucking meat on their bones, they're pieces of shit.
Right.
And she's right.
Lose the weight because you'll be called fat, and instead of saying, I'm fine with my body type, bow to the pressure, do whatever it takes to lose the weight and get back to the body everyone loved you for.
You know what she should do? If she really has self-respect, she would have addressed this on her show. You know, one segment she would have said, they're calling me fat, they have a bad picture of me. Look, we all take crappy pictures. I mean, if that's what they're going to focus on, who cares? They're shallow. And then went on with her show.
Yeah.
Then her message would be real.
Applause. Oh, would they have
But that would have been real.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, look, that's an awful picture. God Almighty.
She had said, you know what? I gained a lot of weight, and there's my ass, and I had a great time gaining it.
Yeah. I was eating and drinking. Look, I'm swimming in a beautiful blue waters down.
Hey, Ian Bernardo, not to change subjects really fast from American Idol. You know, Gloria.
Yeah.
He's on the run now. I guess he's on my pal Brother Weeze's show, trashing us right now. Anyone in Rochester that could tune that in?
What is that for us? Fucking faggot trashing us
I'm trying to find, get to the bottom of that.
Enough.
All right, back to Tyra.
You're done.
Hopefully somebody in the Rochester area could tune in WCMF.
Suck a cock for me.
Here we go.
Oh, not me.
Now, according to people, your biggest source of figure angst is your bust size.
Yes, it is.
Do you have a large bust for a fashion model?
Yes. Even when I was a fashion model, I was around a... I feel so strange talking to you about bust size.
Does the master of the house ever suckle them after you've been in the field all day?
How much do you cost?
You got good childbearing hips. Can I check your teeth?
Why did you spit in Sandy Duncan's water?
Large bust for a fashion model?
Yes. Even when I was a fashion model, I was around a... I feel so strange talking to you about bust size right now.
Do you really? Fucking liar.
Because it's like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
I'm a white man. I could have you shot for that.
Okay, dear.
But when I was a model, I was around a C cup. And now I'm a little bit bigger than a D. I don't like to say what it is.
So you would not be a Vogue model today, right?
No, there's no way, I don't think. No.
Double D tits and fat, dark, manhole-covered nipples.
Yeah.
Like to suckle them and then kill her.
Nice. I feel weird talking about bust size.
Okay, I'll just call them tits.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if he tried to improv and he goes, well, who are you, Nancy Reagan?
We'll be back. Or maybe not.
Why don't they want well-busted women?
Well-busted women. But you know, when I was a fashion
busted.
What's that?
Broke?
Yeah, exactly. Or is she a criminal who got caught?
Larry King.
You're busted.
Larry King's got a tit fetish.
I know.
That's great.
She opened the door, and now it's all about the tit.
But
I love your bosom.
Yeah, why don't they like tit?
I got it.
I was just going to say, I was going to call her a chesty Negro.
A Negro.
Why don't they want well-busted women?
Well-busted women. But, you know, when I was a fashion model, high fashion model, this was like 15 years ago, certain designers would bind my breasts down with ace bandages.
But why? Why is that?
Because it didn't fit the clothes. They made clothes that were a certain size, and it didn't fit my chest, but yet and still they wanted me in their fashion show, and they wanted me in the show so bad that they bound my chest.
You're so great. Right.
African-American waste of cum.
She's just the worst.
Is she still on XM?
Yeah.
I heard her show stinks. Can someone, look, do we have any listeners in L.A. who know where her show is that would be willing to stand outside with a sign that just says, Tyra's a fat pig?
Tyra's a fat pig?
Just hold it up with
a big, have a big bucket of cum and a sign that says, none of this is for you.
It's got to be hung over. It's got to be hung over the freeway.
Yeah.
For everybody to say.
He's a fat pig.
Get that done. Oh, we got POWs out there. So
yes, we do.
Bucket.
You're right.
Maybe some one of the POWs out west will...
She is just so self-centered.
Oh, what a self-important...
Well, here we go.
I'm a little lost. Wouldn't most women desire a curvy figure?
You know,
Yeah.
Isn't curvy good?
1850.
You know, the sad thing is, I used to speak at colleges. I was on a college lecture circuit, and I spoke at Johns Hopkins and Georgetown and UCLA,
you belong at Johns Hopkins.
Various other colleges.
And
I talked about how the female body goes in and out of fashion, the different types of bodies. In the 50s, it was Marilyn Monroe, you know, curvaceous, size 14. In the 60s, it was Twiggy. You know, she was very, very thin, naturally thin, but very, very thin.
Bench.
And in the 80s, it was more athletic, and then the 90s was kind of heroin chic, and then now it's even beyond that. They were calling Kate Moss skinny in the 90s. These girls are way skinnier than her.
Yeah, that's hot.
Way to bring it home and sound like a college lecturer.
Like a
way skinnier.
sack. I like girls that look like a sack full of antlers.
I love that line.
Just fucking clavicles. Clavicles and shoulder blades.
Pushing them into a hole in black and white film.
Oh, fuck.
What did you say?
It looks like a bulldozer should be pushing her into holes in black and white. Oh, is that horrible? That grotesque music playing.
Well-dressed townspeople throwing them in a hole.
Crying and throwing them in because the army forced them to.
Hey, we got a timing issue. We got a timing issue here.
Damn it.
For the 11 o'clock hour, we want to replay the bottle rocket incident. It's 55 minutes long.
Sure. The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Wow.
We decided to do this and then trying to figure out heat shields and how it's going to work best. E-Rock's got that together for us because we played that little clip earlier.
I'm going to be interested to listen to this because this went out over regular radio.
Oh, yeah.
And what we got away with back then was just unbelievable.
And we also play it today because coming soon to the show, less than 10 days, So Your Pussy's Got Talent, next Thursday.
So Your Pussy's Got Talent.
9 days and counting.
I cannot
So Your Pussy's
wait.
Got Talent.
Any new ideas? Quickly, anybody?
Deadline's tomorrow, though.
Deadline is tomorrow for new ideas.
Do we have any ideas?
I got to brainstorm. Oh, Danny has the best one.
What?
Danny has the best idea, and if he could work this out, it's a winner. It's one girl, one vagina. Not a bunch of vaginas competing against each other. It's guys coming up with ideas. What do you do with a vagina? He said a Rube Goldberg type setup where a marble falls into a funnel and hits a teeter-totter and a boot hits a domino and the final thing is her just laying there and a finger just goes, a plastic finger goes into her pussy after this whole big extravagant Rube Goldberg contraption works.
Yeah, he's working on it.
How great is that?
How funny.
Great, especially if he makes the pressure way higher than she thinks, and the finger goes in really far.
It just shoots up to the womb.
But she should be part just the middle of the thing, because the thing with Rube Goldberg was that it would always do something like just turn on a light switch. So the finger going up her pussy should make her jump, and
her
the top
jump
of her
a
head
little,
makes a mouse run and chase some cheese or whatever it is.
And the light goes out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
All right, so
just poke through her asshole into something else.
Just so she's part of a circuit.
Yeah, she's not even the payoff.
No, not at all. The finger going in her pussy is just one of a long chain of boring events. About as important as a boot hitting a domino.
God damn. I never even thought of that. That's perfect.